Welcome everyone to The Drunkard's Path. This is our Christmas video and probably our last video for 2024. And hopefully we'll have lots to inspire you and get into your sewing rooms. I hope everybody's staying well out there because wow, there's a lot of nasties floating around. I had a cold virus and then it was getting better and then I swear I got hit again with something else. So I got again with the itchy nose, the sneezing, the post-nasal, which I'm dealing with now, is the tail end of that. So I just want to get through it. Be perfectly fine for Christmas, and I hope everybody's taking the precautions out there to stay well and enjoy this holiday season. Thank you so much to everybody that took advantage of our Black Friday sale. It was a really great sale, and we sure do appreciate the business, but I apologize again for the postal strike that's going on. That's kind of like, it's out of our hands, and we feel bad about it, but there's still, there are options. If available, we can get it through courier, the UPS, there's also, you can pick it up as usual, and we have local delivery as well. So those are the options right now. Hopefully keeping my fingers crossed, because it is hurting small businesses, to the Canada Postal strike, and I do wish them all the best. I really do. I hope they get what they're fighting for, but I just hope it's real soon. Okay. Our winner from the last video, which would be the Christmas tin with the Christmas fabric inside, that goes to Misty701. So give us a shout at support@drunkardspath.com and we will get this out to you. This week we have another one of these to give away. Is the Santa Claus Saint Nick Kris Kringle cross stitch. It is very festive for this time of year, and if you ever thought of starting a cross stitch, this is fairly simple. It's not too hard, and or you can give it away to one of your stitchy friends. So please leave a comment. It really helps with generating our video to be shown a little bit more. The more comments we get, the more people we can show it to. So if you leave a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. Like it, subscribe, share, all those options, all those fun options, because we have a lot of fun making these videos for you, and we appreciate everybody that does subscribe to us. Okay, we haven't gotten anything new into the shop, but I'm going to show you a couple of bolts of fabric that we do have, and they're kind of fun. They're just fun fabrics that we've had, and they're from Kimberbell. So I will show you the first one, and I don't know if it has an actual name. There's just letters here, but they are all Kimberbell. So if you put in the search Kimberbell, these will come up. So this is like a pretty pink and white. It reminds me of an awning. This one is more of a teal color, and I think it's kind of like known as like a lattice on the front, or on the print. It's white and this teal color. This one is kind of a greeny, like a light green with white, I don't know what you'd call it. Yeah, there's flowers in there, so little variations of different flowers. So that's a pretty one. That almost looks like a Joanna Figueroa color green, but it's not. It's Kimberbell. And we have this fun pink in the background and white polka dots. Again, another fun Kimberbell. And there are a few more that you could have a look at on our site. They would make very pretty quilts. I mean, it's not necessarily saying winter, but by the time you get it finished, it will be spring probably. Okay, what have I been working on? Oh, a few things. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you it's called the Thicket Quilt Pattern. I showed you the rows that I had completed in the last video, but I have completed my quilt top. I need to still get it quilted, but it's got this one here. It's a free pattern on Fat Quarter Shop, and it was fun to make. I used a Fat Quarter bundle, so things are nice and matched. So I'm gonna hold this up so you can see, and look at this. That's a fun one. And oh, wait a minute, we got a thread. Never time in a quilter's house you don't see a thread. Okay, so we're gonna go halfway down and we're gonna lift up this section. Now again, this one is a jelly roll friendly because everything is 2.5-inch strips, and you just have some yardage. And all the different colors are the fat quarter bundle that I had, and I thought it turned out pretty good. So I can't wait to get that one quilted. Put it in the pile to be done. This next one I'm going to show you, this is not a Christmas one. This is one that I kind of signed up for, that we're doing at our guild. About 20 people signed up to do this, and it's a kind of a class that we're doing on Zoom with Jan Dudak. And I want to say, oh my gosh, it was probably one of the hardest quilt tops I have ever made. Only because, well, I don't normally do modern quilts. This is my first modern quilt, but they're half rectangles. So it's not a half square triangle. This is like a half rectangle triangle, I guess that's the term. I had to use my stitch ripper so many times. I thought I was going to pull my hair out. I would lay it out, and I thought it had, you know, I had it perfect, and I'd sew the row together, and I'd just like, oh, sweet mother. I'd have to take it out again, and again, and again. But I persevered, and I just stuck on this one. I didn't do anything else in the meantime. I just wanted to get this one finished because I actually liked it. It looked really good. I used another fat quarter bundle that I had, some yardage, and this is called Swirling Seagulls. And this is kind of like the colored sheet that came with it. And these gray guys here, you can see them a little bit. Those, I guess, are the seagulls, okay? And the rest is just, you know, but you have to get the orientation of the half rectangle correct. And honestly, I don't know. I had to walk away, but I did get it done, and it still needs to be quilted, but I'm going to hold this up, and you can see my finished work. So that's what this one looks like. And then I'm just going to show you the bottom part of it. Now, everybody that's doing this is doing something different. You have to come up with your own fabric colors and whatever. And this is kind of like, this is my take on it, is the bottom half of it. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to quilt this, but I really, really like how it came out. You can see on here that all of these, like if you have a top and a bottom, like they go together. Everywhere throughout this quilt, each color has a top and a bottom. But if you switch this the wrong way, or if you're not following the color that it says on that sheet, oh my gosh. Yeah, that one was, well, it tested my skills big time. But it's done now, so I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I took on that challenge because it really kind of got me out of my comfort zone. And yeah, I can put a check mark beside that one. Okay, next we have, that I've been working on, was the A Quilting Life by Sherry McConnell. And the December block came out, as well as the, this is the quilt assembly. So this is what is going to look completed. So I chose my sashing and my borders, and they're, you know, it's going to match, I think, fairly well from what I kind of laid everything out this morning on the floor. And I don't have mine put together. But this is my Decembers. This is the block. So it's only one a month. And this is a free pattern on A Quilting Life on their webpage. So all from January to December, all the patterns are still up there on the blog. So if you want to get this, this is a good time to get it now, because now you actually have the finishing pattern came out on Monday. So I'm going to put this all together, and hopefully by January I'll have it all done. And I just like it because it's only one block a month. You just do one, and at the end of the year you're going to have a completed quilt. And this is going to be a good size quilt. This one will be 60.5 by 78 inches. So And this was done again with a Christmas theme fat quarter bundle. So everything matched, except for I just chose the pink background. And I think it's going to look pretty sharp when it's all pieced together. Now I'm going to show you a couple things that are Christmas themed. And this is one that I did. This is a wall hanging I did, I think it was 2 years ago. And this was a free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. And this is, yeah, it goes this way. So this one I think came out in July, I think, of like 2 years ago. And they would come out with, okay, the first row was 1 week, the second row another week, third and fourth. So 4 weeks all together, and then you just kind of pieced it all together. And you had this nice wall hanging. So this was my take on it. Here's a couple small projects that I had worked on, just to make like a, either a very small, tiny wall hanging, or you could use it as a mug rug or whatever. But this one here is just like a little ice skate. I may have shown these on previous videos from last year, but I thought I would just pull them out, show them again. So I got this out of the Lori Holt Christmas book, and I thought it was pretty cute, which you just added some embroidery here for the laces. So this is just a 1/6 inch block, and you can make a nice little mug rug and give it away as a gift. Now this cute little guy, I honestly can't remember where I got this guy from, this little gnome, but I just thought he was so cute. And I had it, this little, I don't know what you call it, this thing to hang out with the little dowel in it. And I kind of cheated because I didn't want to have to put a little hanging sleeve on the back. So what I did was I just pinned it to the one on top. And after Christmas, I'll just take the pins out and then have the other thing hanging up. But that kind of hangs in the hallway. But it's kind of cute. And a few years back, I made some Christmas stockings for everyone in our family. And they're all different. And I think I've got this out of this pattern out of a magazine or online or something. But what I did was I just took it, I didn't embroider this on here myself. I took it to someplace to get embroidery. So we have mom, dad, and then the kids' names are on theirs. So it's just something, you know, cute that you have for year after year. This is the back. And yeah, they just line our stairwell. And every year we just fill these up with some goodies. I got a couple of items that I worked on. This is kind of the combining the cross stitch with quilting, and I think I showed this one last year, but I thought it was worth showing again. This is one that I got out of a magazine, and this is a little bit of cross stitch right here. It's Santa's sled, and I just love these vibrant colors, the red and the green. And you can make a whole quilt by making like a bunch of these, but after making one, I was glad that I stuck to this small wall hanging. But this one, it was really fun to make. And this one, this is a cross stitch that I did from the Prairie Schooler, and with the Santa. And I think they have every year going back to the 2010s, or even, I don't know. They have quite a few. Every year they put one out anyway. So this is this year's. And this is what I made with mine. After I finished doing the cross stitch, I just thought, well, I'm just going to build around this. Oh, there's that thread again. I'm just going to build around with the pretty green and the red, and then just the binding to kind of tie it all together. And I just thought it looked so cute. And that is also hanging upstairs right now in the hallway, so it'll go back up there. And a couple more Christmas items that I've worked on. This one is called Christmas Quaker, and it's by Primrose Cottage. And it's a smaller project, and I started this probably about a week ago, and I'm almost done. I am almost completed this one, and it's just one color, and you don't have to think about colors. You just know the whole thing is under one color of thread. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this when it's all done, but maybe I can show you on the next video how I made this and incorporated it into something like with a quilting and cross stitch together. And I had to show you my progress on my, wait a minute, let me get it out of the bag. On a Christmas Quaker. Now this one I've been doing for the last couple years, and I usually pull it out this time of year. But I want to get as close to being done this year. We still have some time. We still have several weeks before the end of December, and who knows, you know, if I feel like still doing it in January, I'll continue on. I like it again because it's one color. And there's just a little bit of red and some gold throughout. So this is my progress on that one. And I think I'm coming along pretty good. This year I did quite a bit up near the top where it says joy and that big star. And I'm not quite sure what that is, but I've been working on a top part. So it's more than halfway done. So one stitch at a time and you'll get there. And last thing I want to show you, I showed it on the last video, but this time I took it to the framer. I had it framed, and then, because it took me a year and a half to do this one, so I thought this one is frame worthy. This is my Halloween Quaker, all completed and in the frame, and there is no glass on this because I didn't want to have any glare, and I want to be able to see the actual cross stitches. So I took it to Michael's. And they did a really, really great job with framing it. So I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. And you know what? That's going to stay up all year round. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody out there. And have a safe holiday. And as always, keep sewing, keep stitching. Thank you so much.